Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send Microsoft Teams channel message for Salesmate deal updates. So are you also using Salesmate for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So here I'm doing the same. I'm managing a sales team and we use Salesmate for client deals. So now to keep everyone informed, what I want is that as soon as a new deal is updated in my Salesmate account, automatically a channel message should be sent on Microsoft Teams to notify my team about the deal update. So for this, we are going to create a connection between Salesmate and Microsoft Teams. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to send channel message on Microsoft Teams for Salesmate deal updates. So I manage a sales team and use Salesmate to manage our client deals. So to keep everyone informed and engaged, I want to set up this automation that triggers when a deal is updated in my Salesmate account. So this automation captures the deal details such as deal name, status and associated client information. It sends a message on our dedicated Teams channel summarizing the update, something like this. So this ensures that my team stays up to date on important changes in real time, allowing us to respond quickly and coordinate effectively on our sales strategies. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly's account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have previously created to save my workflows in. So if you wish to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this learn more hyperlink given right over here. And now it is asking me for the workflow name. So I want the name of my workflow to be how to send channel message on Microsoft Teams for Salesmate deal updates. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And finally you can understand that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are response towards that same command. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Salesmate right over here. So I'm going to search for Salesmate, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as deal updated. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. And over here I want that as soon as a deal is updated, my workflow should start. And as soon as we're going to select our trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Salesmate account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we are going to do is first we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Salesmate account, navigate to the top right icon, set up sales automation and then workflow management. So I'm going to follow the same. I'm going to put my Salesmate account. We're going to go on the top right corner and over here you can see setup. So we have to go on this setup, and as soon as we're going to open the setup, we have to go on automation from the left side bars. And as you can see, after coming on automation, workflow management. So over here you can see two workflows which I've previously created, but I'm going to create a new. For that I'm going to click on new rule right over here, and now it is asking me for the basic information. So it is asking me for the modules. Over here in the help text you can see that it is saying select deal from module drop down. So I have to select deal right over here from module. As you can see, deals, we have to select this. And now it is asking me for the role name. So let's suppose that I'm going to keep it as testing right over here. So I'm going to enter it, and now it is asking me for the description. So if you wish, you can definitely add a description, but it is not the required field. So I'm going to leave it as blank and click on next right over here. And now it is asking me execute on, and over here in the help text it is saying select update and click next. So I'm going to select update because I want that as soon as a new deal is updated, then only my workflow should be executed. So I'm going to select update, and again we are going to click on next, and as soon as we're going to click on next, it is saying the rule criteria. So it is saying the rule will be executed that matches the following criteria. So if you wish, you can definitely add a criteria right over here, but this is not the required field. I'm going to leave it as same only and click on next. And now it is asking me for the action. So over here you can see call webhooks. We are going to select this. For that I'm going to click on add right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on add, it is asking me for the name. So again I'm going to keep it as testing right over here. So I'm going to enter testing, and now it is asking me for the method. Again in my help text you can see that it is saying select the method as post. So I'm going to select post right over here, and as soon as we're going to select the method, it is saying URL to notify. So we're going to paste this webhook URL which we copied from our workflow right over here in URL to notify. So now after selecting this, we have to go on this body right from here. We have to select form data, and after selecting the form data over here, we have to enter the key and the values. So what we are going to enter right over here is I'm going to open this search right from here, and as you can see all the deal details. So I'm going to only select the details which I want to receive as a response right over here in my workflow. So basically we are going to select the details which I want to send to this webhook URL. So what I'm going to send is I'm going to send the title. We are going to add another. We are going to send the deal value to. I'm going to select value. We are going to move on forward. We are going to look for more details. Over here you can see pipeline. I'm going to select this. We are going to add more. Over here you can see status. So we are going to select status too. We are going to add more. We are going to again look for a value, and over here you can see estimated close date. We are going to select this. So these would be the details I want to send to my workflow, right? And these are the details of the deal updated. I'm going to add more. I'm going to look for some another details, like you can see stage. So we are going to select stage. I'm going to add more. I'm going to select one from contact also, which is the name of the contact for which the deal is. I'm also going to select the name of the company right over here, which is related to the deal only. So yes, you can see that I've selected these details like company name, contact name, deal stage, estimated close date, status, pipeline, deal value, and title. So these are the details I want as my response for as soon as a new deal is updated. And now for the key, we are going to enter the key too. For that deal title, I'm going to keep it as title only. For deal value, I'm going to keep it as deal value. I'm going to enter it. For pipeline, I'm going to keep it as pipeline. So I'm going to enter all the keys right over here. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered all the keys and the values. So now after entering both of this, I'm going to click on save right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see we're going to see this. So as soon as we're going to see this, again, we're going to click on this save right over here. And now after clicking on this save, you can see created successfully. So yes, we have successfully connected our Salesmate account with our Pabbly's workflow. But over here you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Salesmate account again, and we're going to go back, and over here from the left sidebar we have to go on deals. And as you can see, these are the 2 deals in my Salesmate account currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update these. So let's suppose that I'm going to change this stage as, proposal presented, because let's suppose that I've presented a proposal for the same deal, and then I'm going to click on save right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see updated successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully did a test submission and updated one of our deal. So now what this means is that Salesmate has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see the deal title. Over here you can see the deal status, the stage which we updated currently. Over here you can see the pipeline, estimated close date, deal value. Over here is the contact name and the company name with which the deal is associated. So yes, with this we have successfully received the response of the same keys and value which we selected while connecting our Salesmate account with our Pabbly's workflow. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully received a positive response. So now we are going to move on further. So what I want is that that as soon as a new deal is updated in my Salesmate, automatically a channel message should be sent on my Microsoft Teams too. So for that, I'm going to select my action application as Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to search for Teams right over here, and as you can see, Microsoft Teams, so we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the action event, so I'm going to select it as sent message in a channel, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we're going to do so, you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Microsoft Teams account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and then we are going to click on connect with Microsoft Teams. And as soon as we are going to click on connect with Microsoft Teams right over here, you can see that it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. So I'm going to click on accept right over here. You can also click on accept, Pabbly save. And as soon as we're going to click on accept, you can see authorization successful. So yes, with this we have successfully connected our Microsoft Teams account with our Pabbly's workflow. And over here also you can see connected. But now it is asking me for the team. So over here you can see that I want to send the message for this team, which is sales team. So I'm going to select the same right over here, which is sales team. So I'm going to look for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. After selecting my team, it is going to ask me to select my channel. As you can see that for my sales team, I have only a single channel, which is journal. So I'm going to select the same right over here only, and now it is asking me for the message. So I want the message to be this: deal update, title, status, stage, pipeline, estimated close date, deal value, contact, and company. So you can see that I've entered the information, but I've not filled in the information, which is like I've not entered the details like what is the status, what is the stage, because I'm not going to enter it manually. We are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Salesmate as our trigger application. So you're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that over here you can see that I have to enter title right in front of deal update. So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the title right over here like XYZ manually, then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if we are going to map this from the previous response, suppose you can see was the title. So let's suppose that we are going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So same, we are going to map all the details like status. So I'm going to look for status right over here, and as you can see open, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the stage 2. So I'm going to look for stage, and as you can see proposal presented. We are going to map this. We are going to map the pipeline 2. For that I'm going to look for pipeline in my previous response. I'm going to search for it, and as you can see same, which is sales. So we are going to map this. It is saying estimated close date. So I'm going to look for date, and as you can see the date, we are going to map it. Over here you can see the deal value. So I'm going to look for value, and as you can see the value, so we are going to map it. We are going to map the contact name too. For that I'm going to look for contact name, and as you can see dummy user, we are going to map it. We are going to map the company name too. As you can see Pabbly Tools, we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request button right over here, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent an automated message on our Teams channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Teams channel and check for the message sent. So over here I'm going to open my Teams, and yes, you can see a new message received. You can see deal update, cloud storage solution options. You can see status open. You can see the stage which was updated. Over here you can see the pipeline. You can see the estimated close date, deal value. You can see the contact and the company. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and we have successfully sent an automated channel message on our Microsoft Teams. But before summarizing this workflow, I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my Salesmate account, and we are going to update another deal. So let's suppose that I want to update this deal. Let's suppose that I'm going to change the estimated close date. So first the estimated close date was 15th of October. So let's suppose that I'm going to shift it towards 22nd of October, and then we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save right over here, yes, you can see updated successfully. So yes, we have successfully updated another deal right over here. And now what this means is that Salesmate has captured the details of this updated deal and sent it to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent an automated channel message on our Teams. So I'm going to open my Teams and check check for the new message sent with the new details. So I'm going to open my Teams directly right from here. We are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll open my Teams, and yes, you can see a new message right over here. Deal update, website redesign, project status open. You can see the stage, the pipeline, and over here you can see the changed estimated close date. You can also see the deal value, you can see the contact, and you can see the company too. So let's keep the momentum going and close this deal soon. So yes, with this we have successfully created our workflow and we have successfully tested it too. And now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected Salesmate. For the trigger event, we selected deal updated. For the action application, we selected Microsoft Teams, and then for the action event, we selected sent message in a channel, because I wanted that as soon as a new deal is updated in my Salesmate account, an automated message should be sent on my Microsoft Teams channel. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the 2 messages I sent to my channel during this video with the help of my workflow. So I created this automation because this automation ensures that my team stays updated on important changes in real time, allowing us to respond quickly and coordinate effectively on our sales strategies. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and the video too. And if you have any questions related to the workflow or the video, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.